Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I walk you through Literature Survey Framework, a tool often used by final year and postgraduate students for organizing the research paper. This framework helps you structure your survey in a very systematic way, making it easier to compare research work, find gaps, and decide the directions of your project. So let's dive in. On your screen, you can see the Literature Survey Framework table. The table has several columns and each of them has a specific purpose. I will explain one by one. Column 1, serial number or paper ID. This is simply the serial number of the paper you are reviewing. It helps all papers organized and make it easy to refer back later. Think of it as a quick reference number. Column 2 is a paper title. Here you record the exact title of the research paper. This is very important because when you are writing your thesis or the report, you can quickly cite the paper without confusion. Column 3 describes the methodology implemented by the previous researchers. This column answers the question, what techniques did the researchers use? For example, did they use CNN model, a random forest model, hybrid model, or maybe deep learning with attention? So this particular column collects the information about the different methodologies which are implemented by the previous researchers, and it will help you to compare the methods across multiple papers. Column 4 indicates the issues addressed. So this part explains the specific problem the paper is trying to solve. It could be things like class imbalance, low accuracy, overfitting, computational cost, or lack of the interpretability. So this helps you identify the research gap, tackle in that particular work. Column 5 collects the challenges or the disadvantages. Every research paper has its limitation. It could be a small data set, high computational complexity, limited generalization, or a poor real world testing. So, by noting these challenges, you can figure out what is still unsolved, and maybe that's what your project can address. The next column is a future directions. In this column, you will write the suggestions given by the authors for further improvement. For example, using a large data set, testing on a real-time data set, applying different models, or improving the efficiency. This is like a direct hit for you. It shows where your project scope can be defined. Column 7 indicates the result or metrics. Here you capture the performance of the previous methodologies. The standard metrics are precision, recall, F1 score, and accuracy. But if the paper uses some different metric like AUC, ROC, or RMSE, just mention these metric in a bracket. Column 8 collects the information about the data set. So we have this column for collecting a different data set used by the previous researchers. Here you record the data set used in the paper. For example, MNIST is one of the data set, ImageNet is a data set, UCI datasets, or self-collected data or a Kaggle datasets. So comparing datasets will help you decide whether you can use the same or a better dataset for your own project. So that's the literature survey framework. By filling this table for every paper you review, you will have a structured and organization survey. This makes it super easy to identify the research trends, compare the methodologies, highlight challenges, and finally propose your own improvement. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.